All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Watch one.
Allen now on first down. Man open. That's Robert Foster complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So this is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
49 the mic. Squeeze, double. 49.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. It's a play fake. Now Vick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 22, Allen.
Get ready. The Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Use the mark. 19. Gun. Keep it up. Check 37.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Regular. Middle. Hey, home.
Watch twins.
Throwing his Allen on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen, and it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So don't say nothing.
And here's Allen on 3rd down. Open man, here's Foster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Allen's throw is complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
That's another Bills.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So Max number one.
On 2nd and 9, Allen looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Ground 80. 52. Alert.
Check nickel.
From the gun, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
No, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
He's checking crap.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
47 mic. 47 mic. Mic 47.
Vic to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jordan Phillips, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check. Check. Check.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
13 yards on the
Allen now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey. 4 down.
Able to slither by Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Second and 10 at the 19.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Chris Jones in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 46. 31 yards there and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys, man, that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way.
Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen, finding Knox there, complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
That throw by Vick, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Vick, he'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Let's go. 47. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long down run. It's going to be a long run.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Back to it after the pick six. Vick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Allen throwing complete to Foster. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Allen now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. And he's going to go down again. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 36. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chris Jones, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Cooper was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's second down and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
We got this.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw, Vic. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check right 47. Check right 47.
Here we are. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. 47 mic. 47 mic. Mike 47.
From the gun, Vic. And that will be incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Allen, it's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Allen now looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Check. Cross.
On 1st down, Allen escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Vick sliding out of the pocket. He lets this one fly toward the... And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Taylor. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
Throwing again. Vick trying to lay one up deep. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. In for the score. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
X3, 218, chopper. Half 85, half 85.
On play action, Allen. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 49. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline.
Oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Set, hut, 46 the outlaw. 49. Hey, let's get this. 81. Check 99. Check the backer, check the backer. 66, bullet, half, 149. You're out. Check 7.
First down, Vic. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On on 2nd and 9. Vick, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On play action, Vick. He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play here for the Bills. 41 yards. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Allen's throw is complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Allen. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Vick. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and they try for 2, unsuccessful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
And this will be caught at the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Vick will look to throw on first down. Pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And Oliver in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Mike's 47. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Off the play fake, Vick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Watch the run, watch the run. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. You. 25. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Here we go. Come on. Jim. Motion.
Taylor. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw it here with Vic. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Danny. Hey, what? You got tight. You got tight right there. Zoom. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Throwing again. Vic. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Vic. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come here, switch it. Slam. Go. Mike's 49.
To throw again. Vic. He's going to go up top for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. In for the score. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
First down, Dolphins.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
49's the mic. Watch 49. All day.
inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Gonzalez. Touchdown, Miami. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was